working? All right, Chris, I'm going to get started straight away with your reading you paid for. So you're probably not watching yet, but yeah, we'll get straight onto your reading. You wanted an October looking forward at you and Larry, where things might be going. Hopefully not in that direction that we kind of keep seeing about contracts being broken and things. Anyway, we'll have a look. I'm hoping that the sound of that television is not too loud. I've got the microphone going, should be picking up on my voice and hopefully blocking that out. I may actually swap around. I think if I go on the other side, and that's behind me, maybe that might be better. Might be better with the sound. Let's just move this across, turn that around, make sure the television's not in the picture. Alrighty, just need different glasses on so I can read the screen properly. Nina, are you online? I can see a thumbs up, but I can't see anybody online as yet. Now there's 2 people online. Where is my glasses? Somewhere in this bag. There they are. All right. Not sure who's watching at the moment, but thank you for the thumbs up. And my apologies to everyone. Haven't been online, just haven't been well, basically. First, my husband was sick, so we didn't go anywhere. Stayed at home, and I was looking after him. And then I got sick. He had it for 2 weeks, and I thought, yeehaw, you know, I haven't got it. I'm not going to catch the flu. And then just as he was starting to feel a bit better, I mean, he's still coughing 4 or 5 weeks later, but he always gets like that when he gets the flu. He coughs for 4 or 5 weeks, even up to 3 months, he'll still be coughing. Anyway, welcome, O'Neill. Yeah, just my apologies for not being online. I just really haven't been well. Just not laying around in bed sick, but just not feeling good, you know, not feeling like doing readings or anything. Anyway, so in light of all of that, it is quite cold in this room. I wanted to get in the side room there, which is nice and warm. The weather's took a turn, like we're in snow season again. We've had a whole week of like stinking hot temperatures, beach weather. And then it took a nosedive yesterday, and now we've got wind and really cold temperatures. So O'Neill, if you were thinking of a reading, I'm doing Crystal's reading, which was prepaid a couple of days ago. I'm going to do her reading first, and then if you do make a payment, you will be next. And then we're just putting like a pause on the readings and see how I go. Like I said, I haven't felt that well. Nina's here now, helping out. So Nina, I'm doing Crystal, and as yet nobody else has paid. I've got PayPal open in front of me just to keep an eye on that. It'll probably close the screen soon. Alrighty, so at the moment we've just got a payment from Crystal. O'Neill, if you were wanting a reading, as I said, you need to get in now because I'm not planning on staying online. I probably won't even be online an hour. It just depends on who gets online and who wants a reading. So donations, if O'Neill, if you want to make a payment, I'll take that. But other than that, we just need a pause on with everything. But yeah, people, you wouldn't want me reading when I'm not feeling good. I just get very foggy with the reading, and just generally just don't feel good. All right, and the notepad, finally I found it. Thank you. Oh, you're going to donate now. Thank you, O'Neill. I'll just write the names down. So we're doing Chris with a detailed reading. I've already got her question, and then O'Neill is making a payment. I'm assuming it will be detailed, but it might be mini. Let me know. Let Nina know what's going on. All right, so this is for Chris. Let's get started. I wanted to check, can everybody hear me nice and clear? Because there is a television going in the background there. Just got to make sure it's not in the picture. I don't want to get a strike against me for that going in the background. We'll just have it turned over this side a little bit. How's the sound? Is the microphone working to block out that? I didn't test it today. Normally I test it with Nina when I'm not too sure about the sound. Sound is good? Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so this is for Chris. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, Chris, we'd like to look at you and Larry during October month, which we're nearly there. It's going to be Christmas before we all know it. O'Neill has paid for a detailed reading. I can see that coming in now. So when we get to O'Neill, if somebody else wants to pay, we'll take it then. Okay, Chris and Larry, what's going to happen with Crystal and Larry in October? Is this marriage going to work? Is it not? What's going to happen? What's Crystal going to decide? Now, this reading is for you, Chris. So this is where, coming from you, where you're going to go with this relationship, what you're going to do about it. You can only work on what you're going to do, not what he's choosing to do about this whole thing. Anyway, let's see. It's sad if it's not going to work, but, you know, it is what it is. It's very, very up and down, Chris. I was hopeful when I seen that. The red 7 is the two of you coming together, discussing the plan of what you want and what he wants. Okay, Bethel's made a payment for a detailed reading as well. We definitely need to put a stop on the payments, please. Thanks, Bethel. Erica, if Erica donates, well, that'll be it. We'll put a stop. Okay, let's get on with Crystal's reading. Yeah, I was hopeful, Chris, because the 7 of Hearts is what I'm looking for when two people are going to make something work. They're going to work out their plans and start to work together on the way things should be. Unfortunately, it's sitting right beside a black 7. Black 7 is, this is not my plan. This is, as your words were, I didn't sign up for this. So we got two very opposing opinions going on here in October. We do have this, we signed a contract. This is the contract between the two of us. We planned this. We decided upon this before. Then we've got this confusing card. The 9 of Clubs can be discussions that aren't making sense, excuses. It can be just sort of like, this is too much work. This is too hard. This shouldn't be like this. This should be two people in love, enjoying life with each other. Life's too short, you know. The weird thing is, Chris, we've got the 9 sitting next to a 4 and a 5 of Hearts. Now, the 4 and the 5 of Hearts to me indicates children, boy, girl, children, babies. And the 9 indicates the length, you know, of the pregnancy. So in October, I'm seeing movement towards what it is you're wanting, but I'm seeing confusion around how things are going to happen. And then, unfortunately, we do have this black 10 at the end. Black 10 is the end of the rainbow, the end of a cycle. It's sort of like a frustrating energy more than anything, what I'm seeing here. Okay, we have a payment from Erica as well now. I'll have to check if that's Aussie dollars or American dollars. It's American. Okay, so that's detailed as well. All right, we're going to put a stop on all readings now. Okay, Chris, let's continue on here. Okay, Chris, the fear or the problem area between the two of you going into October, very first card out with the challenge area is it over? because we have a black 2. Black 2 is the broken contract. But we have celebration and love, togetherness, happiness. We have a nice surprise coming in, and possibly I'm hoping that this means that Larry stepping up to the plate, taking care of responsibility and trying very hard to make everything work. Moving forward, so the challenge area, if it's all black, there's lots of challenges, lots of confusion, arguments, whatever. There's one challenging card, the black 2. Do we keep this going or do we separate? But sitting in your challenge area is the connection, the love, the desire, and then that this is supposed to last for a lifetime. It's supposed to be the two of you together, having a life together. Moving forward, we have the Jack of Hearts, the Jack of Diamonds, the Jack of Spades, and we have you, the Queen of Clubs, sitting at the end of these 3. We also have this taking care of responsibility. I literally feel like it's a mother looking at her children. It's somebody saying, looks like I've got to take care of this responsibility. It looks like I've got to make the decisions. It looks like I've got to decide, do I do this or don't I do this? I do feel you might have some major opportunity coming in October that helps you decide about what's going to go on with this relationship. It's like a reverse thing I'm looking at. It's like you already are married, but the triple jacks is normally to do with 2 people just meeting each other and getting engaged and talking about their future. So it's like taking a step back from that you are already married, taking a step back and looking at having fun together and enjoying experiences with each other and not so serious. And it's a bit hard because you're married. So it is serious. Anyway, your outcome, you'll be quite happy with this. I'm happy with this. We have a red 2, we have a red 4, and we have a red 6. We have the 2, 4, 6. So you wanted to know, is it going to go down the track of possible divorce? Are you going to decide to separate? It looks like you're contemplating that. It looks like you think that if we can't get this on board, there's no other road for us. But the outcome cards are showing me togetherness, cementing a deal. This is making both parties happy. What is it that's missing on his side? What's missing on your side? What is he scared of? What are you scared of? So I feel that this is a really, really good outcome, not a negative outcome. I also feel that whoever he's talking to and whoever you talk to about this situation, it's the right place to be. Now, in the outcome cards, although you have the 2, 4, 6 in red, you do still have, literally this is showing me one person totally committed to the journey, one person saying they are, but their actions are not presenting with that they are. Doesn't mean they're not, but it's just showing that what you believe, how it should look, he should be living with you. You should be working through your differences, working through his fears and yours, working out on what your future is going to look like. And I feel that you've come to an agreement on what it should look like, and you're settled. You're saying, right, we're finally on track. But there's still this niggling thing that he's not on track. He's not on board with it being the way that you feel it should be. Now, for me personally, 2 people meet each other, they fall madly in love, just spur of the moment thing, and decide to get married like that, which is pretty much what's happened here. No matter the differences and everything, and I think it was your grandfather or your father said something that, you know, you can wait years and get married and it still might work and it still might not, or you can take it now and work through and get to know each other as you grow. I feel that that's showing me getting to know each other better and understanding what it is Larry actually fears and what he wants, and how can you get around that, and him understanding what it is you want from all of this. I like the outcome. I don't see divorce there. I see the fear or the contemplation of this is going to go to divorce because this is not working. But I feel there's a compromise going on as well. Compromising or putting a time limit on something, saying, okay, how about we do it this way? You live there, I live here, and 2 days a week I must 1 day a week I'll come to yours, 2 days a week you stay here. And so that 3 days a week we're actually together and 4 days a week we're not. I don't know how that would work. It wouldn't work for me. But anyway, I just feel there's a compromise situation coming up. But I don't see anything very, very drastic there. So let's just see what we get in the tarots, Chris. I'm just checking. Some of them are up, some of them are down. All right, just to finish off, top and bottom with the tarots. Chris and Larry, Crystal and Larry in October. Good luck, Chris. All right, not too bad, Chris, not too bad. Be ready for the unexpected here, Chris. I do see 2 other male energies in your path here, not just Larry. I don't know if you and Larry will have a bit of a falling out here, because in the challenge area is Larry just not being the Larry that you thought he was. If he was this way, this would be fun. This would be a lot of hard work together. This would be experiencing life with each other, but it is in reverse. So I feel that you're not getting the Larry you thought you had in the challenge area. I do see that you will be making some firm contracts between you and Larry about what it is you're expecting and how long you're expecting this to happen. I do see that the burdens of the relationship, the things that have gone wrong here, not as bad as first expected, with that 10 being in reverse. Now, moving forward into October, there is talk of maybe this just not going to work with the world, meaning the end to move forward into something. We do have the Fool about maybe we end of how we had it to start anew again, start afresh with each other. I then see this is either another energy coming in, or this is Larry being Larry. This is strength and security and making his mind up about what it is he needs to do and how he's going to accomplish that with you. You're being told to be patient still. I mean, it is still a relatively new relationship. I think it was back in May when you met each other, April, May, and then the marriage all happened in May as well. So we're only September, so it's still relatively new connection. I do see a lot of circling in the mind going on. I don't feel this is you. I feel this is Larry with the 8 of Swords energy in the outcome. It's confusing energy. Now, when I said that be prepared for other male energies coming in, on the end of the month or going through October, there is somebody else showing you attention here, Crystal, because this is your reading. We do have the Knight of Wands, flirty, fun kind of energy. Now, it could be representing different phases of Larry. He starts upside down, which is not the Larry that you expected. Then we have a solid commitment and let's get this thing done. And then we have the playful energy coming from Larry. So let's assume that it's all different facets of Larry. It's very hard to be with somebody and work on your life if you're not getting the same person every week, okay? But I do feel that that may be a connection from your past, somebody coming in, wanting to hook up for a drink and have a chat. I don't know if it's going to turn your head away from the drama, basically. Bottom of the deck, we have another energy sitting here of the long-term commitment card sitting there. Hopefully that's Larry. We also have, you will be looking at what your options are, good, the bad, the ugly. You're going to be looking at what to do and which way to do it. So did I see divorce contracts? No. I didn't see that there will be actual divorce. I do see that there's going to be terms and conditions and something coming up. So I want you to think about 2 questions in your mind right now, Chris. Okay, and this just finished up. Up next, we got O'Neill. Can we have O'Neill's question on the top, please, Nina? I don't know if you've already put it there, but O'Neill's up next with a detailed reading. I think it's just a love general reading. Okay, Chris, think about 2 situations, what it is you want to know, what you want to see. Come on, give me good messages for Chris. Okay, Chris, your first one, if you wanted yes or no, you got yes, yes, no. That's why I pulled a third card out, because you had yes, no, so I needed a third one. So it's more of a yes, positive situation. You have the courage to fight the fight and move through and negotiate what it is you want. At times, you or somebody else might be feeling overwhelmed and need to take a break and getting too much anxiety or too hyped about the whole thing. And the other thing here is you're being told to be patient and just keep focused on what it is the outcome, what it is you're wanting, and know that everything will heal and will get balanced as time progresses, bit by bit. Baby steps, Chris. Your second situation you're thinking about, we have a maybe and a maybe. So we're just going to stick with a maybe. We won't pull a third card. You're being told that you're looking at an alternate way of thinking and an alternate way of doing things. You're trying to balance situations coming up. You're also being told that possibly going on a little trip or something. I have suggested this before. I don't know if you've ever went on a honeymoon and just took time out, went away from everybody and just go to some deserted island or go out in the mountains and stay with the bears and just turn off the phones and televisions and just be with each other. I keep feeling that might be beneficial to the two of you to really know what you both are, what you think and what you want. Anyway, good luck with it all, Chris. I'm praying for both of you. It would be a real shame if it doesn't work. I do see the issues that are there, but I do see that you got 2, 4, 6. You got the soulmate card coming out all the time. I mean, you had the Jack of Hearts coming out again. So it's a soulmate connection. That's probably why it's still carrying on, because I think if you didn't have that strong connection, Chris, I think you just would have wiped your hands of it and said, look, this doesn't work. Let's call it quits now. But I don't see that coming, definitely not in October, okay? There is a lot of nice stuff coming. You had the 2 red 10s, you had the 2, 4, 6, you had the triple jacks. I feel there's opportunities coming, there's new ways of thinking coming, and there's something very positive coming towards the both of you. Who knows, maybe you're going to win the lottery or something as well. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so O'Neill wants a general reading focusing on love and career. No problem, O'Neill. Here we go. After this will be Bethel. I'm assuming Bethel's question is in either PayPal or on WhatsApp, and I'm using the other phone today, so I'll be able to look at that. Okay, O'Neill, general reading, what's coming towards you in love and career. I'm going to put it on 2 sides just to see if I get a separation of the 2 types of readings. I'm looking to see which one looks like love and which one looks like work, and it's a mix match. Okay, and bottom of the deck. Okay, let's focus on work first and career. With work and career, we got some kind of government plan here, some kind of strict rules, regulations, insurances, certificates, whatever it is. It's pretty much governing everything to do with work. I do see conflict going on between you and somebody else, possibly a female at work. There's a playful energy about this person, but it's supposed to be focused and on work, but there's too much play going on here. So I don't know if someone's being flirty at the office or somebody's just too much time talking about what they did on the weekend and not focused on what they're supposed to be doing in their job. But I do see a bit of a conflict coming up between you and this particular individual. It is showing as a female energy, but it could be a male because we've got lots of 5s everywhere. There's going to be some kind of movement for you in regards to work where literally involving some kind of travel, where you might be asked, if you normally work in this section, you might be asked to work in something that's across town or something that's towards an hour away or something. So I do feel there's some opportunity, but it involves some kind of movement. I also see where something you've been trying for in regards to work, possible promotion, new job, whatever it is, I just see a conflict of interest there. I see that you're being misunderstood with what it is you're wanting, or you're not reading the documents carefully. So what I mean is, let's say I wanted a job working in a bakery and I wanted to be in charge of taking the orders for the birthday cakes and the design. But then when I look at the contract, they want me out in the kitchen baking the cake and having nothing to do with the design. So it's like, that's what I'm seeing, where you have this plan of what you want. It's been a long struggle for you in regards to work. The money's not fantastic either. It's showing me money literally going from 5, 4 to 3. So if you are waiting for some kind of bonus, $50 a week more or something like that, then they say it's going to be 40, and then they say it's going to be 30. It's also something to do with, by the time you take out your petrol expenses or your travel expenses or whatever, you're left with hardly any money on top. So let's say you get a new job or a new position, but you have to spend the extra 50 a week. Let's just use 50 a week. The extra 50 a week you're going to be getting in this new position, the fact that you've got to travel backwards and forwards and spend money on travel brings it back down to $30 a week extra. So you've got to work out which way to go. The other thing I'm seeing with work is coming up, there is a new contract being signed. This is something moving forward. It's a 50-50 situation. You got black 2, red 2, black 7, red 7. Over here, you've got the black 5 and the red 5. So basically, I'm being shown it's a win-win, and it's a 50-50 situation. So what I mean is that to get what you're wanting, to get from a 5 to a 7 of diamonds, which is an increase, you've got to take the good with the bad. I also feel, again, there's some kind of conflict between you and somebody else within work. Okay, now looking at love. With love, we have 2 females here and we have 2 males here. One of the females is connected to the other male, possibly married to them, getting a divorce from them or whatever. The other one, she's just sort of sitting in amongst a field of people, and she's had a hard time in her life. She's had something happen to her in the past, possibly not very trusting. The other one's very, very attractive, like the way this person speaks, the way this person walks, the way this person looks. There's a lot of attraction to one of them. The other one, yes, attraction, everything is there, but there is this sadness around the other one. I do feel be ready for the connection to the past, something coming through from your past here. Somebody may be expecting you to apologize, or you're expecting them to apologize. There's a lot to do with not trusting here in the reading, what I'm seeing. When you're talking to me, I feel you're this person, but then when you're not around me, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? So there's this sort of suspicion thing I'm seeing in regards to relationships. As far as like a sexual flirty kind of thing, the cards that represent the flirty people are here, but the actual cards that represent sex and flirting are not here. So it's kind of strange. And there's also a friendship, sexual relationship that someone sees as more than that, but the other person doesn't. So either you see something as a more solid connection and the person you're with doesn't, or vice versa. You think it's this is just a friendship, this is just two people connecting, and they're thinking, oh, we're going to marry each other. So it doesn't match as far as relationship goes. It's kind of like with the job thing too, the career thing. There's good pros and cons there, but you've got to work out whether the getting those pros, the good bits, is worth the cons, the bad bits. Anyway, let's have a look. O'Neill, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to separate. I'm going to do 3 from the top on one side and the other side, and then 3 from the bottom for each side. O'Neill for October, general on love and relationships and work, career. Up next, we got Bethel. I'm pretty sure time frame for when love will come. You had doubles there. You had the double 7s, the double 5s, and the double 2s. Normally that means 2, 5, or 7, like a date, or it could mean 2 weeks, 2 months, or it could even mean February, May, July next year. Okay, but it's not showing me anything solid with somebody. It's showing where one person thinks it's together and one person kind of feels like this is a very casual kind of get together kind of thing. I don't like that there's 2 kings and 2 queens and they're all different. I mean, one queen and king was both clubs, so they're literally like a married couple, but they were sitting on opposite sides. So I'm assuming that the male and the female that were married or connected have split, and so there's something to do with the single person now. But the other one was the Queen of Hearts sitting in the middle of drama. So, yeah, and she was sitting right next to a broken heart and betrayal from the past. Anyway, let's see what else we get for you, O'Neill. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again, like I said. I'm not going to nominate which side is which because sometimes it turns out the opposite. And we'll take a middle card for instead of the bottom because I'm doing the bottom cards on each. So that one can go that side and that one can go that side. All right, let's focus on, we'll do opposite this time. Let's do love first. Okay, if we look at all of this, I'm just going to turn them up. I'm not going to read them upside down. It takes too much time and changes the whole energy. All right, someone's holding secrets. Now, again, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. We have a lot of male energy here. The Page and the Knights I take as female energy. And if it is female energy, we have 3 different females showing up here in this reading. We also have a connection here of like father or mother and child. Okay, so whoever this person is, I feel there's a child somewhere in the picture. Now, this could be a baby brother or sister, or it could be an actual child that this person has. Okay, so in regards to love, we've got an invitation to do something, feeling like being left out of the loop, and then a nice celebration with the 10 of Cups energy here, O'Neill. We do have you presenting yourself as single energy moving forward. But then we have this wanting a solid, stable love relationship, but only getting a flingy kind of friendship, romantic connection kind of thing. So again, I'm not seeing a solid connection. Why? Probably this explains it. There's been betrayal in the past for this person. This person overanalyzes everything. If you say the wrong word, if you play the wrong song, or if you order food that reminds them of something, I just see that this being a major challenge for somebody from their past. It could be your own past. There's also this fear of betrayal with the 7 of Swords energy. But eventually, I do see you going down the happy straight because we've got the Knight of Cups energy, which is more than just a friendship. And then we have sealing the deal with that. Now, your middle energy that is hanging around is the total unknown in the relationship, and something hanging around or either on your side or this person's side. There's something still attached, okay, which prevents it from moving forward. And just quickly on career, what I see here, I see trying to go forward and get the bigger money. Eventually, you will get the bigger money. There's something to do with your long-term we call it superannuation out here, your retirement package, your any money extras that's paid in the job. I do see there's talking terms about all of that. Over here, I see a bit of a hard slog, arguments between you and somebody else, feeling like somebody stole your position or, you know, you're getting ripped off basically. And then I see signing a contract and working things out. So both the readings, either the poker deck or the tarots, is showing a similar thing. I'm not seeing anything other than in relationships, friendships and connections and everything, possibility of it moving forward in the near future. Okay? Okay, so now I want you to think about 2 situations or questions, and then I'll have a quick look at, yeah, I do feel you're going to go up the ladder in regards to work, but I do feel there might be a complication in regards to how much it's going to cost you to get there, or how much time extra you've got to spend doing this stuff, and whether it's going to be worth the payout. All right, just think about 2 questions you got in your mind, O'Neill. For yes and no, you've got yes and no. You got more of a yes than a no. The questions here is about finally releasing something and letting something go and being prepared to forgive somebody. There may be somebody coming forward to say they forgive you for not turning up or whatever. Be careful of being misled in regards to love and relationships. What might seem like the number one thing might not be exactly what you think it is. And also, there's somebody that's a little bit disorientated about what's going on, or you might be giving off that energy to somebody. Your second question, you've got a yes, a no, and a yes again, so it's more of a yes than a no. You've got that single energy showing up again. There may be a bit of an argument going on in regards to work. I keep seeing that. You're being told just let the fears or anxieties just go. Don't give too much energy to all of that. If you've got any kind of sleep problems and everything and the doctor's prescribed something, take whatever the doctor's prescribed, get your sleep, get your rest, and get over that situation. So you're being told don't get bogged down in negative or past or anything like that. And don't get involved in somebody else's drama either. Somebody's going to be putting a wall up. It could be about love or it could be work. Anyway, that's you, O'Neill. Now, my apologies, everybody that's joined us now. My apologies that I haven't been online. I haven't been well, guys. I couldn't go online the first week because I just couldn't speak. Every time I spoke, my voice would just go. And anybody that's new here, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I don't do free readings if anybody's asking about the free readings. I have stopped doing the free readings quite a while ago. And the person that keeps posting their question, you'll have to, there is a $2 option you've got. So I'm sure you've got $2. $2 you can use the super chat button and pay $2 and I'll have a quick look at that question for you. But other than that, let's keep moving on here. Bethel, you're up next. Let me just check my phone for your question. What comes out from October? Okay, you want to know if you'll be speaking with the Virgo. All right, here we go, Bethel. And after this will be Erica, and I probably will be finished after that. Don't know. I'll see how I go. Hey there, Bethel. Yeah, I was just explaining. Sorry I haven't been online. I just really haven't felt good. Really haven't felt good. And the first week when I caught that flu bug, it knocked me down for 3 days. And then when I got back up, then the voice went, so I couldn't talk. And that's generally just not feeling good. Anyway, Bethel, the Virgo connection, October, and anything else that comes up. B-E-H-E-L. Ooh, Bethel. I like this. Bethel, you got double aces in red and diamonds everywhere. It looks like finally, I don't see the actual court card, or this could represent a lawyer up here. There's either some kind of bonus coming to you or an inheritance, or you're going to win money, or this is big money. You've got the 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and ace and king of diamonds. So you're only missing 2, 3, 4, and the queen and the jack. There's something to do with money here, Bethel, coming to you. Not going out, coming to you. You've got triple eights as well. If you're applying for a job or getting some kind of, what do you call it? When you apply for university and you can get a thing and they pay for you to do it. Anything like that, anyway. I can't think what they call it now. We've got different terms for the different things that people have. Anyway, it'll probably come to me later on. Yeah, if you're applying for anything, or if you're applying for a job or getting into a course or a promotion, this is looking really, really good on October. In regards to the Virgo, I just see the Virgo as being like that. There's you looking that way, and there's him looking this way. Arms folded. You're wanting to talk. Let's sit down. Let's talk about this. Let's come to an agreement about all of this. You know, this is silly. I'm just seeing a stubbornness. I'm seeing nope, don't want to talk about it. So will there be a coming together in October? I feel if anyone's going to reach out, it's going to be you. You may get a closed door on this. Your challenges are all red, which means to me not really any challenges at all. It's whatever presents itself, you will get through it. Be careful about a slight illness in October. It does look like if something that you overlook, if you're due for some regular checkup once a year, or you're due for some blood tests that you're supposed to have, don't ignore that, because it does look like something may get overlooked, and then you're going to create a problem for yourself. I mean, if you're supposed to once a year go and have a special blood work done to make sure you haven't got some sort of disorder or something, just make sure that everything's in check with that. If it's not you, it could be your mum or somebody you're related to that you might need to have a word with them and say, it's time to go to the doctor. Moving forward in regards to, let's get back to this love situation. I've got a feeling you're going to meet somebody else. You do have Virgo energy here, but you also have an air sign energy sitting there as well. Yeah, but you do have I take the diamonds as being fire. So it's more likely a fire sign, not Virgo, that I'm seeing here. You are feeling a bit brokenhearted about this. I mean, you're trying to face it and look at how it's all going, and wondering why this person just won't speak up or won't listen, or it's like you're trying here in October, trying to reach out, trying to sit down and talk about things, and that, you know, when you said this, it hurt, or when I said that, I'm sorry, or whatever. But it turns around and it goes black. So when I see it, it's like trying, but then it goes back in reverse again. The outcome, the reason I keep saying there might be somebody else, is the outcome is a new journey, celebration, you feeling very contented and happy, all people around that all share the same sort of common goal and experiences. and there's something to do with someone with their irresponsible action. I feel like you're going to be wiping your hands of something in October. Going to go, I've tried my best, I'm done with it. I do feel there is, if you are involved with somebody, I feel this person might have some money. They might have a really nice house, big job, good job. Let's just see what the tarots have to say, Bethel. But I'm hoping that this double aces and all this money means that contracts being signed and finally getting some kind of end to your court stuff. It should be coming to an end soon. Court things here, car accidents, for instance, you always know that it's going to be between 4 and 5 years in Australia to get it sorted. I'm still waiting for the insurance to sort out our claim for the robbery that happened on the 7th of July. I checked it yesterday and it said it's under review. What's to review? There's a police report, the items were stolen, the stuff's been presented, tick it off. Anyway, let's see. Here we go for Bethel. Good luck, Bethel. Yeah, you got an air sign energy. Who's the air sign, Bethel? Whoever he is, he's sitting in your problem and challenge area. We got our Virgo at the bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles sitting on his throne here, saying this is how it is. Hopefully it's a good thing. But we do have healing from the past going on. Either you or somebody else is healing and getting through something and moving forward. We have the Ace of Pentacles, but it is in reverse. So a plan put forward that doesn't seem right. Now, if we look at this in regards to your court, this would be the lawyer, this would be the hurt and pain and suffering that you've been through from it all, and this would be, you know, when's the contract going to end? When we look at it with love, this is somebody that they had the plan, they're talking the truth, healing from pain and trying to sort out which way to go with things. Your plan's not my plan, basically. We then have this offer, which looks like it's rejected. It could be the court thing or it could be in regards to love. Now, anything to do with cheating or other people or anything, it is reverse. The fact that it's presented itself there and it is in reverse, I feel that some kind of knowledge is going to come out about, so when I thought that this was happening, this is what really was going on. I don't see anything to do with anybody cheating or running away with somebody. I do see somebody hiding something, but it will come out. I also see with the Four of Swords energy also in reverse. That worries me sometimes where people, you know, like if they've had surgery or something and then they try and do something straight away. Or if they've had a really bad neck or back problem or hand problem or something, and then on a day where they feel really good, they start doing everything, and then the next day they're laying in bed because they did too much. So when I see a Four of Swords in reverse, it's a warning to you, Bethel, that if you just don't feel good, take time out. And I had to be really strict with myself and just stop. Because the more I tried doing things and whatever, I was just making myself sicker. Anyway, your outcome is you need to trust in yourself more. You've got High Priestess here. High Priestess is trusting in your own intuition, trusting that you know. She's in reverse, so you've got a few things in reverse here. The other thing here is the Knight of Cups energy. It is also in reverse. It's promising, but not as big as it should be. It should be the other way around. I still see that in October, there's still this confusion going on, sleepless nights, like, how do I get this thing to work? You know, how do we sort this thing out? Bottom of the deck, as I said, you had your King of Pentacles sitting there, your Virgo energy. We do have this, I feel because this is your reading, Bethel, I feel you're going to be presented with the Virgo energy and something else. And you're going to be deciding. You will be having discussions with somebody about what it is you want to do. I don't think it's the Virgo, though. I think you may be discussing things with somebody else. In regards to work and money, the poker deck looked extremely positive. And talking about money, my right hand is itching. I gave my husband some scratch lottery tickets for his birthday. He always gives them to me to scratch them, and I've currently got them sitting on my money bowl at home. So maybe time, my hand's itchy, maybe time to scratch them. All right, Bethel, here we go. Let's see your last bit of the reading. Think about what it is you want to know. Top and bottom, 2 questions. If you wanted a yes or no, you've got yes, no, and yes. So more of a yes for your first situation. Your second situation, you've got no, yes, yes. So more of a yes again. All right, your last messages today, Bethel. Someone's being a little bit mischievous. Not cheating in that. I've heard this said to me in the past, where the person's not actually cheating, but they are being naughty. They are pushing the boundaries. So there is a pushing the boundaries card present here. Some things that seem insurmountable, you will get there. It's just separating the good from the bad, the easy from the hard, and one day at a time, one step at a time, okay? You will be desired. So be prepared in October for flirtation, people offering you a drink, asking you out, people from the past, hey, how have you been? Haven't seen you. Oh, wow, you look fantastic. I do feel that you're going to be in your element in October. Also, your last messages here with this second situation you were thinking about. We do have a lot of mystery around it, a lot of unknowns, a lot of hidden things going on. Be careful not to be pushed. I feel like somebody may be trying to manipulate you. It can be also that this is your reading, that you may be trying to manipulate somebody else as well. But I don't feel that that's part of your nature, really, from what I know of you. And also you're being told that with patience, harmony will prevail. Things will come back and start to feel balanced again. There is a harmonious relationship on the horizon, Bethel. So is it with the Virgo, though? I don't know. I don't think so. All right, up next we have Erica. Is Erica's question on the screen? That was Bethel. Erica, what time frame do you see starting? Oh, you haven't started to build yet. Wow. I think when I last looked at it, I was saying all about the 7s were coming up and I thought it was July. But remember I said to you that there was going to be delays, and I thought of the situation, Erica, I thought of, like, let's say the house was going to be built out of a blonde brick. And then when the bricks arrived, there wasn't enough of them, or they were the wrong colour, the wrong size. I felt like there was going to be all these delays and complications in regards to building this house. So anyway, let's have a look at your reading. I don't know, is there anybody else online right now that was waiting to see if they could get a reading after this one? I could probably do one more. Has anybody else been asking? I'm just going to have a drink of water. Where is my water? Let me just scroll through. Yeah, I just wanted to know, Nina, whether anybody else was waiting to pay for a reading, because I might take on one more and then I'll go offline. I didn't want to push myself too far. Oh, the weather over here is just hell. Oh, the weather's been causing delays, of course, yeah. Floods, storms, too windy. Like if you've got to have a roof put on and it's metal, They've got strict regulations around, putting metal panels up in the wind. And do yourself a favour, because of what's going on with power around the world. If you haven't thought of it already, please make sure you're putting solar panels up on that roof. And I don't know what the battery cost is in America, but here it is just so ridiculous. If they made it more accommodating, everybody would be getting batteries. But when I look at a battery going on the side of our house, at the current rate of what we're paying for power that we're needing from the grid, it would take us nearly 12 years to turn around and say we're not paying for power anymore because of the cost of it. Bethel's paid for a mini reading. Okay, that'll be the last one today. We'll make that the last one, unless one of my regulars comes in and they've missed out because I haven't been online. I just didn't want to go too much further because I am starting to feel a bit in the throat. All right, so Erica, we want to see, when will this build go ahead? Okay. I don't know what's worse, listening to whatever that is in the background. I think it's football. It's football season in Australia. The finals have started. Or whether it's listening to bingo numbers being called out, which I can't hear. There's all a bunch of old ladies in there playing bingo. I should be in there. I'm an old lady. Erica and the house build. Erica and Lance and the house build. What's coming? When will this all happen? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Defensively, I think we'll have a look at some stuff. Brooks, Cherry Evans can get caught out to the stage. His safe bar coming through inside shoulder on Brooks, and he knows the threat of Preston. All right. Do you have the good news or the bad news? September is black. We've got black. We've got 3 9s, but I was hoping for 2 reds and 1 black. We got 2 blacks and 1 red. So the plan was to do it now, to get it happening. It could mean the 3rd week of September. We're going into the 3rd week now. I'm fingers crossed for you, praying for you that it is representing the 3rd week of September. It looks to me like you and Lance may be having some little disagreements because of what's happening. Try and not let the stress of the house build affect the relationship between the two of you. I do know anybody doing major renovations or buying or selling or building a house, I do know it really, really can affect a relationship in quite a negative way at times. I'm just seeing the challenges are frustration, anger. Just don't take it out on each other. Hopefully you can work through it all. There is some kind of government thing here that's holding things back. So it's either some kind of certificate that hasn't been signed, or maybe the building license hasn't been renewed yet, so they can't start until they pay for the renewal of it. So yeah, again, I see some kind of delay with something official. In your circumstance, you're saying about the weather. Be prepared for a really bad patch of weather, basically. I don't normally read about the weather, but you've mentioned the weather because we've got something that's 6 or 7, which is, if you look at a cyclone or floods, 6 or 7 is pretty damn bad, and then it turns into a 10. Once it turns into a 10, it can't get any worse from there, and then finally you can move forward. I do see that you've got a red 9, a red 10, and a red 6 coming towards you. So I see end of September, October, finally we're breaking ground. We're starting to see something happening. Your outcome cards are unfortunately showing next year before you're seeing any real progress. So even if they start at the end of this month and start to do things in October. I feel that, again, with weather or something to do with the government or something like that, the main progress is off in the distance. When you're finally sitting down and you can see the walls are going up, the roof is on, and you're starting to see an end date, that's off in the distance, unfortunately. But then breaking ground and starting to actually do more, I'm hopeful that the 999 means the third week of September, the last week of September, and then going into October, there's a lot of progress because you've got the double red 10 sitting here. So hopefully that's what it is. I do remember when I seen the sevens, I said, if it's sevens meaning July, good for you, but it could mean sevens as in that would take you into September, October when you count the weeks or the months or whatever. Bottom of the deck in the build, we've got you talking terms with the money. So there is a concern around the money. The longer it takes, I mean, I don't know if you're paying rent where you are and you're trying to pay the mortgage. So the sooner you get in to be able to move in, I don't know if you're also, you're allowed to do this over in your country, what the rules and regulations are. But out here, what people tend to do is they build a garage, so to speak. They build a garage and they put, you know, a toilet and a shower in there, a little kitchenette thing in there and a bed in there. And they literally move into the garage while their house is being built beside them or in front of them or behind them. And then that way they can let go of where they are and move into the garage. In Australia, that's what they do. Other people, they get a temporary dwelling, literally like not a tent, but a small house that is portable, movable, and they have it on the side of their property, and it's got a toilet, a shower, a bed, and a kitchen, so they can cook and sleep and shower. Yeah, so there is that option over here in Australia if it's getting too delayed, where you can do that sort of thing. That way you can let go of wherever it is you're living and move, you know what I mean, and get that all sorted. And plus, a lot of people do that here so they can keep an eye on what's going on, because you just can't trust these builders. Builders will turn up or they don't turn up, or somebody takes an early break, nobody's there, they leave and they leave they don't do the building, and they make these excuses, or they go and do somebody else's job because you're not there to see what they're doing. Anyway, let's see, Erica. You're in your own home until the new home is built. Okay. But that is something people do out here. They build, literally, I know the house that I bought all those years ago, I wondered why the double garage was down the back of the property, right at the back. And the lady next door, she said when they built that, they lived in the garage until the house was built to save money. Okay, so anyway, let's see. Erica and her new house, Erica and Lance, and the new house being built. What else does she need to know? Finally, King of Wands, the contract with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. This is slow, but this is also making the plans and it's all finally happening. Yay. What else have we got? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got Four of Wands, which is progress, slow and steady as well, and planning. We've got the Emperor taking control. Now be aware, we do have the Seven of Swords here. If they say, oh, if you give us an extra 5,000, we can get this happening now. Don't get pulled into something that may be shonky, where they're just trying to get more money and there's no real reason for it. Okay, some kind of secret will be revealed in regards to this reading. Finally, you're seeing your heart content, you're seeing movement. There's something else going on in the background, personal matter, that may affect the whole thing. So there's some kind of personal thing coming up with this Nine of Swords sitting here. This is just stress and worries and fears going on, but I feel it's something more to do with a health-related matter or a personal matter that will be coming up, unfortunately. Bottom of the deck, what else have we got to say about all of this? It's been one sort of bad thing after another. Basically, what I'm seeing here, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is just being in the wrong time at the wrong time. You know, wrong time, wrong place, things just not going according to plan. And also, you said that weather has hindered the progress. Depending on where you're building this house, the worst time to build here, especially if you're doing any kind of roofing construction, is probably between July, August and September because of the wind. The rainy season here tends to be around December, January, February. Floodings tend to be February, March. So that kind of hinders everything. So where you're building this house, it's unfortunate because it sounds like you've built at that time of year you're trying to build. So yeah, you're just being shown that there's been misfortune along the way with what's going on. Try and remain being yourself. This is you coming up upside down. Now, I don't know if your mother's still alive and what you have to do with your mother. This could represent that there's some illness or something floating around the family where you may have to step away and be dealing with a personal matter. There's also fears and concerns around balancing the budget at this time. So I just suggest that you take a good look at the budget and what you need and what's going on, because I do know that a friend of ours invests in properties and builds properties and everything, and we've heard all the stories, you know, like when things get delayed because of weather or contracts not being filled or insurances expired. Anyway, Erica, I'm going to put it out there and you're going to focus on it every day, that they're going to start work on the last week of September, and some solid work and breaking ground's all going to happen in October. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's what we're seeing. And that could be you also not feeling well yourself. So if you don't feel well, please make sure you go to a doctor, psychologist, whatever it is you're needing, and get it sorted. Just think about two things now, Erica, and then Bethel, you're up next with your mini read, and then we'll finish for the day. Oh, Rocky's come into the picture as well. Okay, Erica, your two questions. You've got yes, yes, yes. You do have two reversed yeses, but it's more of a yes. There's a yes energy there. Your second situation is no, yes, and maybe, so it's ambiguous. It's not yes, it's not no, there's no answer there. Your last messages, just to finish off, is keep the balance, keep the harmony. It can get very frustrating, as I said. The first thing I was picking up on was these delays and problems could spill over into the relationship and create arguments and disharmony. So just keep the balance there, keep floating. You do have the sun. It is in reverse. This can mean that you're sort of trying to go around fixing things with not the correct information at this time, and just be aware that things will start to grow and progress when they're ready. The other thing here is the world. It is in reverse. So this can be just showing that getting where you want to be is just feeling like you're beating up against a brick wall at the moment, but it won't last forever. It will change. Your last messages here on the table, your second question was no, yes, and maybe. As I said, this can't be answered with a yes and no. Somebody is worried about missing out on an opportunity. Instead of worrying about should I, shouldn't I, take the opportunity. If it's not what you wanted, at least you took the opportunity and then you decided no, it wasn't for you. Because there's nothing worse than going, oh, I should have. So if there's I feel that's around Lance. There may be a job opportunity or something and he's going, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? What if they build the house? Take the opportunity. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. because if you go too many weeks forward and then he says, oh, I missed out, I should have done it, it's too late. Okay. You've also got about the Four of Pentacles here. Again, be careful of somebody trying to get more money out of you for something that they don't need to be getting money out of you, in regards to the build, I think. And the other thing is finally seeing the way through. The Fool with the new beginning is on its way. Good luck with everything. I really, really hope that you're going to get this this build happening in a week's time, basically. It's the end of September in a week's time. Chris, I don't know if you were with us earlier, but your reading is right at the beginning of this video, okay? And last reading for the day is Bethel, and then I'm signing out, guys. I didn't think I would last as long as I am, but I need to stop. Oh no, we've got Rocky as well. Rocky came in with a payment, didn't she? Let me just check. Okay, Rocky, 2 minis. 2 mini. Bethel was first. Bethel's payment is before Rocky's 2 minis. So I'll just have a quick look at what's that for Bethel. Bethel, what was your second payment there? Okay, so you want to know the thoughts and feelings around the Virgo himself. Is he angry? Is he sad? Does he feel disappointed? Okay, so this is a mini, and then we're on to Rocky's 2 minis, and then we're finished for the day. My apologies to anyone that's been looking for me online. I just haven't been well. Yeah, I'm getting better. Bethel, getting better. It was like I'll just stop this. Start again in a minute. I think because I had the other tummy issue going on for like 6 to 8 weeks, I think every bit of thing I had in me had been depleted. And then when this flu bug hit me, I thought, like, you know, I had it for 2 days, and I said to my hubby, I said, it's gone. You know, I had 2 days of a headache and feeling lousy, and it was gone. Then 3 days later, bang, and I was just tired. I wanted to go to bed, so I did. I went and laid down. And trust me, if you're not well, the best thing you can do is have a nice warm drink and go and lay down. Just go and lay down. It doesn't matter if it's the middle of the day, the afternoon. Go and have a 10-minute, 30-minute lay down. It was the thing that helped me. But like yesterday I went for this glorious walk. My husband wanted to go for a walk. We went to the dump first and dumped off all this stuff that he'd been doing. And then he said, let's go for a walk. And I went, okay, you know. And so we went for a walk. I seen the whales out on the horizon, and it totally exhausted me. But it was a different type of exhaustion. It was just because I haven't been well and I pushed it a little bit too much. Anyway, got home and I went and had a nice hot shower and washed my hair, but unfortunately I ended up with a really bad headache. I think it was too much too soon. Maybe 1 kilometre walk, just nice and slow, not 3 kilometres at a fast pace. Yeah, and then I had a really good sleep. I zonked out, went straight to sleep, and I woke up this morning and I said to him, do you want to go to the gym? And he didn't want to go to the gym. He's aching and he's tired and his legs hurt, so he didn't want to go to the gym now, but I was ready to go to the gym this morning. And so I came here and I told Nina before I went on, I said, I don't know how long I'll last, but yeah, but I'm doing well and the voice is not bad. I am feeling a bit of from talking and talking and talking. Plus the roof's open here. The roof being open and the wind's blowing outside, there's pollen at the moment that I'm allergic to. So that would have created the headache yesterday, being out in the open with the breeze blowing. I would have got the pollen, you know. And I did it all without doing the antibiotics. I was going to get them, and I thought I really don't want them because they will affect the stomach part again. So anyway, let's restart this for you, Bethel. And here we go. Mini reading for Bethel and then 2 for Rocky. And everything is closed for the day. My apologies if you wanted a reading and you got online, and I'm going offline again. I haven't been well. I might be online tomorrow briefly, but it will only be for a short duration again. Bethel, what's the Virgo feeling? What's going on with this Virgo person she's been with? It could be this whole retrograde thing that we went through. A lot of bad crap happening to people, Bethel. What's he feeling? Was there anything to do with his look, how he speaks, how he dresses, how much money he earns or whatever? What makes him him when he walks in the room, what he looks like? Because I'm seeing somebody with a bruised ego here. Somebody that I am who I am. Everybody wants me. And then I'm seeing this, you have no right. Everybody else tells me how fantastic I am. You have no right. So I'm seeing that kind of thing. Now, I don't know if that's coming from you or him, but that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a very flirtatious person. I'm seeing a person that they can have anybody they want when they want. But then I'm seeing this, you said, is it anger or disappointment or feeling left out or rejected or whatever? Yeah, all 3. Because this is really nice energy. This is the right place at the right time. This is desire, admiration, sexy man, sexy woman. This is sex and fun and friendship. And this is fitting in with the crowd. Then we have this, the opposite. You know, like, where did this come from? This is not me. This is not what I do. How dare you? So this can be pissed off energy. This can be where somebody, everything's floating on really, really good, and then bang, turn it off. Now, the challenges here is all to do with, there is a soulmate connection card. There is this surprise and fun. And then there's all of this money and work and money and progress, and there is nothing negative sitting in the challenge area. They're positive energies. Okay, so that doesn't make sense to me because that should show some kind of challenge there. The challenge is this a soulmate connection, or is this just a friendship and just 2 people who were into each other and it didn't work? Is there a challenge around how much money he has, how much money you have, or what the future is, or what your plans are with work? Moving forward with the 2 of you, we have another black 6 sitting here. So we've got 2 black 6s and 1 red. 6s is all about who did what to who. Who's responsible for this? Who caused this? So do you feel that he caused it and you've made him know that you brought this on yourself? Or does he feel that you did this to him and so you brought this on yourself? So there's a blame thing here, Bethel. There's a blame game going on. Being attractive or not attractive, you're attractive, he's attractive. This is sort of like the Knight of Wands, the female version, the male version. So both of you have got your attributes and your sexiness and your friendliness and your fun. We have the little boy that needs to grow up here. Just needs to, it's like, just grow up, just get over it, just move forward. The ending between the two of you, the outcome between the two of you, it's do or die, basically. We do have a conversation that's going to come up, but I'm saying it's do or die because this is, do we keep going? Is this something we both want? Or do we just go our separate ways now? So it looks like chalk and cheese. It looks like you two are very, very polar opposite. One very emotional, very romantic, very soft-centered, and the other one very direct. This is what's happening. Both very attractive, both very driven, both very verbal. Okay, so bottom of the deck, what you might not know is I keep seeing this for you, Bethel. Now, it can be two ways. This can be two sides of this Virgo. This is the direct, sure of himself. This is what I want. This can also be somebody cold and calculated and angry. And this is the very loving, very generous, very nurturing kind of energy. So either he's a split personality or this is two separate men. One is him and one is somebody else coming straight towards you to create harmony here. You do have harmony in the future with each other. I do feel that he's been in a place where I am everything, and you should see me as that. How dare you? So I just keep feeling this. How dare you? This is not your place. So that's what I'm seeing there. Don't know if that made sense. Anyway, let's quickly get 3 of these, and 3 from the bottom just for one question for what you're thinking about. Oh, my friend's friend is here. One of my friends, my good friend that I grew up with, one of her good friends that she's known for half the time I've known her, has just walked in the door. She must come here a lot. This is not the first time I've seen her here. Okay, Bethel, thinking about what your question was. Your last cards on all of this is you're sort of turned on your head. Now, Queen of Diamonds, which is Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Diamonds can be coming across as cold and shut down. She is in reverse as well. He's coming up as the Knight of Wands, unfortunately, which is flirting with this person, that person, flirting with danger. I'm it, basically, with that. And then we got you at the end here, you finally being yourself. So we're getting 2 versions of him in the poker deck and 2 versions of you in the tarot deck. Your question, we've got a maybe not, maybe yes, and a possibility. So it's sort of a maybe situation you're thinking about. You're being told that either you or him need time out to process whatever it was that happened. If it takes too long for him to process this, I do feel another option is presenting itself towards you with the 2 of Wands energy here. It's like, okay, I've tried my best. I'm going in this direction now. I also see that a stubbornness and a childish energy is sitting there as well. Alrighty, that's you, Bethel. Hopefully that's gave some kind of clarity there. It's not looking very good, unfortunately, at this stage. I mean, we could get into October and things might turn around, but by then I feel there may be another energy involved with you. Okay? All right. Lastly is 2 minis for Rocky, and then I'm out of here, guys. Everybody's starting to come in for lunch and I have to leave anyway. Rocky, how does your work colleague JP feel about you? Mini read on this. Okay, Rocky wants to know about JP at work. How do they feel about... How does JP feel about... I'm saying your name under my breath. I'm spelling your name out. It's funny that you're asking about a work question because all of these cards represent work. There's a bit of a jealousy thing here. There's a bit of, we do have the 2 red 7s, which is really good. This is where 2 people agreeing upon what is the right way to approach something. They may want you to move to a different section or move on to a different job or something like that, because 7s is about movement in the direction that you plan and that you want. So when they look at how you're working and how you're progressing and everything, they see something about, oh, she'll work here for a certain time and then she's going to be going to such and such. I don't know if your plan is to move on or move into a different job or go up the ladder, but that's what this looks like. There is a bit of tension there and something about that you don't know, JP knows. So I don't know if JP is female or male, but it's kind of like, I know and you need to listen to what I have to say. There is some other character involved here. I feel that this is the boss or somebody higher up that is assessing the situation, but they don't see that there's a problem there, Rocky. The challenges with this particular person is cold. There's a cold kind of, I mean, it's business, it's work, but sometimes you need to have a bit of compassion or you need to have a bit of a friendly kind of tone, but I'm seeing all about the dollar, making more money, turning $9 into $10, new opportunities coming. I do feel that either you or this JP person is looking at another job or looking at going up the ladder, okay, because there's something about going up the ladder here. In the near future, there's something about ending a contract as well, but this is for the better. It's positive. There's nothing negative in the reading apart from maybe a bit of jealousy or a bit of you need to listen more to what I'm saying. There is a bit of an attitude coming through in this reading. But in regards to your work, their work, progression, you've got triple jacks here. Triple jacks is about new jobs. You've got 5, 8, 9, and 10 of diamonds with triple jacks and a surprise card in the middle of it. So there is something beneficial coming. So if this JP has something to say, you need to listen and take it on board and process it for yourself, because it does look beneficial and in your favour in the near future. There's something about going up the ladder or a new position opening up. It is possible that you or this person is moving on to another job, moving to a different section. All right, let's see what else we get for Rocky on JP at work. Put it this way, if you're concerned about any sort of really negative feelings towards you or something, I didn't really pick up on much in regards to that. I seen like where this person's a planner and they're planning things, not scheming, but planning things. And the next reading will be the last. I'm finishing up now. All right. Your last card's here. Just think about a question. We'll get 3 here. Actually, we'll get 3 from here. Yeah, there's something to do with going up the ladder, but not doing it too soon, not being too quick with what the decision is. I might have to, I'll just lower my voice a little bit with what's going on here. Your question thing, Rocky, you've got a yes, a no, and a no in reverse. This is a maybe situation, so it's not really answered right now. There will be success. It's guaranteed. There will be success in the near future. You need to stop worrying yourself. There's a lot of stuff going around in your mind that you're doing to yourself, thinking things that are not correct or worrying about things that you don't need to worry about. There is an end of conflict coming up. So if you have had some kind of conflict with this person, it is coming to an end. It's going to be sorted one way or another. All right, and your last question, let's get started, is what's coming for you and Roberta? you're seeing each other on Friday. Carl and Roberto. Thank you, everybody that's helped today. Chris and Nina. Thank you, everybody that's donated today. Much appreciated. Sorry I haven't been online, haven't been well. Could be online again tomorrow briefly. It won't be for long. And if you missed out today, I'll see you tomorrow. Now, you can do what other people have been doing. You can do a donation and email me, or if you're on my WhatsApp, just let me know that you made a donation. I will, when I get time, and if I'm feeling up to it, I will get the reading done as soon as I can. My apologies, Bethel and Chris, because it was on quite a big delay because I just really wasn't feeling good. And plus, when I went somewhere, I didn't have the opportunity. I had all my stuff with me and I couldn't read. Okay, Rocky. There's a lot of sexual cards here. 3s are sexual, 5s are sexual. We got the 3 of Hearts, the 3 of Diamond, the 5 of Spades, and the 5 of Hearts. So we got 4 cards that all mean sexual, fun, friendship, having a good time, basically. You've got the sexual card, the friendship card, but you've got this massive, massive love, desire, passion, wanting it to be everything. And unfortunately, you then are left with this feeling of it's not what I thought. It's not progressing to where I thought. Your challenge with Roberto is making a solid plan about what the future's going to be, but then not being heard. It's sort of like you'll sit there and you'll talk about everything and think something, but then you get a surprise that, well, he mustn't have heard me, or what went on there. Be prepared for possible tension there between the two of you when you get together. Your middle row of being together is sex, friendship and fun, sex, friendship and fun, and then possibility of more than just two people connecting with each other, having a good time. The 2 of Hearts is where 2 people solid together with each other, that this is your guy and you're his woman. The outcome is some of your dreams and wishes coming true, which is good. Having a really, really nice time together, but feeling that the Black 7 is, this is not what I thought would be going on with us. I thought we'd be living together by now, or I thought that we'd be engaged by now, or so a lot of it is sexual fun and friendship, and it's really, really good feelings. There is the 2 of Hearts that came up out in the reading, which is a good sign. But then there's this emptiness at the end of it when he goes again. Okay. Oh, and everybody, all these readings are for entertainment purposes only. I think that pause just then, all readings for entertainment purposes only. Okay, Rocky, last cards. Middle cards will be your questions, so think about what it is, what you want to know about. Actually, I'll take them from there. Okay, they're ready. Top and bottom. You can look these up on Psychic Revelation if you want to, Rocky, just get more information on you and him. Okay, here he is. He's showing up as the King of Wands, but then he's showing up as the Knight of Wands. So this is hardworking, fast forward, fast thinking, working together, working on the plan. There is a bit of a disagreement here. I said, be prepared. There may be sort of ill feelings there about what is this to you? What is this relationship to you? And then we've got that Knight of Wands showing up. So I feel like he's presenting himself on the one hand of somebody that is promising a future, and then on the other hand, it's like we're just getting together. You're showing up as putting your foot down and you're wanting something long-term. You're wanting some kind of assurance of where this is going. You want to do things the right way. You want things to go according to how things normally go, but it is in reverse with the Hierophant in reverse. So you had the King of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant in reverse. And your last card on this reading is the World. To me, when you're looking at a relationship, the World can be about taking it to the end of time with each other. Other people would see the World as, when is this thing going to come to an end? When are we going to move to the next level? What I would like to see when you're looking at a relationship with somebody is you want to see the Page, the Knight, the King, not the King going to the Knight, because it's sort of going in reverse to what it should be. With your question, just to finish off, we've got a yes, we've got a yes, we've got a yes. So it is a yes situation. Your final messages for this reading, Rocky, are being influenced by your past. What did your family do? What did your friends do? What does his family or friends do? What's expected? What's traditional in this family and friendship? And don't get stuck on the past. Don't get bogged down with how it should be or how it should have been by now or whatever. Don't get bogged down by that. Don't get involved in gossip coming up. Some friend may say something about Roberto or some relative, he should be doing this, or why didn't he say that? Trust in your own instincts with things. You do have success and rewards coming up towards you. You may be changing where you live, or somebody is. Change of residence coming up. Anyway, I'll talk to you, Nina, in WhatsApp. I'm going to pack this all up. The guys in here are getting ready for lunch. Thank you, everybody that donated today. I'll catch everybody maybe tomorrow. I washed my hair yesterday and it's sticking up like a rat's nest. Anyway, I've got to get going. Take care, everyone, and thank you to everyone that helped. Bye for now.